Howdy, y'all. My name's Bryce, and welcome back to some more Blueprints. All right, y'all. Let's jump back in. What do we got? Day 55. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. We've been getting things done. Things have been happening. I have had a couple things that have popped into my head. I was looking through my notes, and I saw a picture that reminded me I should look at something in the security room, I think. And one of y'all let me know that I need to be checking the emails. And so I thought I had checked them, but maybe I only checked them in one room and thought I had checked them all. So I want to be checking the emails on each computer is what I think I need to be doing. So we'll go through that. Sleeping mask and gems. So I still have the sleeping mask on my my request. So I should... I mean, it's not a bad one to have in there, to be honest. But I could maybe switch that up for something else. You know, if we so choose. Okay. Got our allowance. Let's head out this way. Part of me's feeling shrine. Part of me's feeling shrine's gonna happen. How much do I want to drop on it? I almost feel like 40-ish. I'm trying to remember what the Tinkerer's one was, because I think whatever the Tinkerer's one was, it was like around 40, 42, 44, something like that. I want that again. Yep, here we go. I think that's a really good one for doing some exploits. Okay, and we still haven't got the key for this guy. I think I've seen it once before. So I think I've gotten it maybe in the music room. Maybe if you like attach it to a curse room, maybe? Maybe we'll try that if I get the opportunity. Okay, we're gonna go with 40. Someone told me in the comments, or maybe I was just asking somebody, but that there are, it is not random what you get here. There are specific tables that you could look up. So I may eventually look that up, but for right now, I'm just gonna play around with it. So what's 40 get me? I'm thinking it's like 10's place is number of days, and, oh, and I was right, cool. Yeah, part of me thinks it's like 10's place. No, well, something about you're determining days with one of the numbers, like as you increase like a set number, and then each unit, each individual unit is the type, would be my guess. But maybe not. Maybe it's like Tinkerer is 40 to 45 or something like that, you know? Okay. Well, cool. So now I know 40 is the thing to do before I head inside. Was there something else I wanted to check out? No. Oh, but I do want to make sure that I'm keeping track of what chess pieces we've got today, which also means I need to pull up my sheet. So give me a sec. All right. Got my sheet pulled up just so that I can look over there and see which ones we've already checked and, you know, move on from there. I should probably keep track of which rooms are empty as well, just so I know in the future. So I'm sure I have picked multiple times ones that I don't need to because I forget to write down that they're empty. Okay, let us head on through. I mean, I frequently pick the corridor here. Okay, we don't have the detector or anything like that. Locksmith this early on ain't bad. Just go ahead and do it just to have, you know? I can afford probably a lockpick kit, yeah, and a special key, which I'm down with. It's going to cost me some money, you know, I'm not going to have the money for other things, but, you know, depending on what special key we get, could be very nice. 8th door key, we would like to get the coat check so we can figure out how that works. All right, good old silver key. Probably the weakest thing that you can get there, but still something. Okay, so, let us continue. Oh, and Locksmith didn't have one, I don't think. If I remember correctly. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, shoot. I don't think I can waste the space here to do that, because I already locked this spot. We're gonna do the drawing room. Because I can also get it to pay for itself, which is nice. This room is a pawn, I believe. Yep. Kind of remembering as we go along, too. Oh, that's right. Don't just run up to the painting. So, yeah. So, like I said, security room is the one that I've got my, my eye on. because there was this picture of like, it looked like boxes on top of one another, but it could also be the screens. And then it said something like delete it. And it was pointing at a specific one. And so I think it's the security room. It could be something else, but I want to try it at least in the security room. All right, what you got for me? I mean, I could get the code check now. All right, it wants me to get the code check. Let's do it. I just got to remember to bring the key back if I don't get a room with it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, the very first opportunity I get to open a locked door, we're going to try and use that key. Okay. Hallway versus chapel. It's kind of like, which one? Let's get the key instead of losing that. I always got to remember that I can redraw in the drawing room, but I think that this is the room I would have wanted to pick anyways. Okay, continuing forward. Okay, none of these go in a direction that's helpful, so I guess let's grab... It's tricky because the commissary... Let's grab the commissary. Haven't got the security room yet, but, you know. Was hoping for the shovel, just so I could know I could come back, but we do have the hammer here. So at least there's that. Okay. Rooms-wise, we're in a little bit of a scary spot. Den. Okay, that helps out. The den... Hold on, I'm just trying to remember before I walk in. I think this is a pawn as well. Yep, over there. Okay. Okay, so... Boiler room or funeral parlor, either work. Boiler room is... It does not have one in it at all. Funeral parlor, I don't know if it does. I don't think it does. We can check. I think that's the way to go. Boiler room costs a gem. This room can give me gems. You know, there's that balance to it as well. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. They can't all be true. So this is a lie. Well... Okay, so it's got to be this guy. Because these both have to be true or false. And there's nothing that suggests that this would be false. The gems that are in this box would be false. But saying... Oh, wait a minute. They're not in the white box. They're not in this box. They are in this box. Well, hold on, because then that makes those all true. So they must be in the white box. Because they are in this box. And they are not in this box. Oh, wait. No, they got to be in the blue one. They got to be in the blue one, right? Because they're not in here. We know they're not in here, right? But they can't be in here because then it makes these also true. So you're lying, but you would both be telling the truth as long as it's in this box. That's the answer. Okay. Took a second. All right, I don't think there's a piece in here. So I'm actually going to write that down as well. So, funeral, parlor, empty. So I don't need to write down what room that is. Oh, but I will write down pawn. So let's just say den. We have a den in position 4B. Just gotta remember to be keeping track of these. As long as I have one for the pieces, you know. So what I want to do is I want to, if I get the opportunity to take a room that I know has one of the pieces that I don't have, I'm gonna like prioritize that. Okay. Hopefully we'll be getting to a locked room here. Yeah. Okay. Key 8. Oh, hold on. Dang. Okay. So there's a specific room I need to use this on. So let's think on it. Because it's not going to be the sanctum. Oh, I was thinking maybe a room on rank 8, right? So maybe I can do it up here somewhere. So we'll try that as well. Okay, I have one key. If I can lockpick this, we'll go here. Otherwise, no. Okay. They really want me to take the utility closet. But I don't want to. We're going to do spare bedroom. I'm going to get extra moves from this. because we have the sleep mask, which is nice. Ooh, free gem. Lockpick kit. Nope. Special key. Can we use the key 8? I'm going to try it every time I can. Because of our limited spaces, we're going to use the silver key and see. Ooh, if only. Mirror room is like, oh, it's tricky because it can be so good, but I need to be able to get to the other side of it, and I'm worried about that. Machinarium, I only have like the one room, so it's like that's not going to be helpful either, so it's got to be the dark room. I really do always take the dark room. Okay, well, let's go back then. If we get the opportunity to get a utility box, we'll use that. I was just concerned if I took any of the others, what was going to happen is that I would get an end piece here, and then it's like, oh, well, I won't be able to get over there no matter what. Okay. Oh, yeah. Totally left that gem in here. That's what happens when you start just flying through. Okay, it's got to be the West Wing Hall, I think. It doesn't have to be, actually. But I like the ability to be able to go both ways in here. Right, no key. Okay. Courtyard costs a gem, but I mean, it often has like the shovel or something like that. It probably won't have the hammer, I'm guessing, because the hammer is available in the commissary, and it feels like you can't have things appear in multiple places. But maybe the shovel. Darn! I was really hoping for that shovel. There is a box, so I got to remember that. Maybe if I go back and I buy the sledgehammer at some point. Okay, green room does more likely to draw green rooms, or greenhouse rather. If I get the lever, the broken lever, then I can. Whoops, didn't quite mean to click that. It was a bit of a misclick, but that's fine. I should see if I can put water back in the green room or greenhouse, because then. Oh hey. Because then I'll get those gem flowers, I think, each time. All right, cool. We got a shovel. Stoked. Okay, let's dig up some stuff. And green rooms are more likely to appear, which is nice. Yeah, need the thing for that. Every time I see these, I'm like, ooh, a tool. Not a tool. Not a tool. Okay. Still haven't seen a computer, which is wild to me. Oh, yeah, and then you can go through here, which is bonkies. Ooh, observatory. We have so many stars. We gotta do the observatory. Plus, it's got a... What's in here? A night? So that'll help as well. Let's do the observatory. Okay. So last time I found... Inside that, we found the new blueprint, which I haven't seen yet. Stoked to see the planetarium eventually. Okay, but you are in the appropriate position. Okay, cool. Okay, we get gems, we get a key, and we get the sail! So I can totally go back and get, the sledgehammer, which is great. I would love, then, if I can get a room that goes into the entrance hall here. That would be great. Just so I don't have to loop all the way around. Okay. I will take the chapel for the purpose of what I just said, so I don't have to run all the way around. Okay. It's going to cost me a little bit of money to go back and forth. You know, we'll deal with it as we do. Bedroom, breakfast nook, the conservatory. I'm going to use my last gem, which is scary. But being able to adjust rarities is something I haven't been able to do in a while. So we're going to do it. And there might be, you know, dig spots here that give me... Oh, look at that. Gem flowers. Beautiful. I think this is a fertile spot on the map. I may be wrong. Okay. Did I dig stuff up in the courtyard? Oh, I didn't end up going back through the courtyard. Did I? No, because I went through this other door. Okay. So we'll head back up that way. Okay. Rotunda should be pretty dang common, I would say. Standard sounds good to me. It's so oh, but it does cost 3. That is true. It does cost 3. We'll make it unusual. Because it's real good. Storeroom, commonplace is great. Lavatory, very rare. You never want this one other than if you're doing like a cursed run, in which case you get a furnace, you're going to be more likely to get it. Okay. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. The rotunda being more frequent, it's an incredible one. The only downside is its cost. Okay. Although I guess it's really just a fancy hallway with 4 exits. It's a fancy passageway. Okay, so then, yeah, straight across. Oh, and then up to the commissary. That's right, because it is actually a bit of a wind, no matter what. It's fine. Okay, lost a little more coinage, but that's fine. I should still have enough to buy the hammer. Yeah, up twice and to the right. Okay. Hammer. Gimme. Okay. Reduced our moves a little bit, but it's not too bad. Let's head up into... Oh, we got dig spots. We got dig spots. That's right. Foundation. Pebbles. Rude. And I haven't seen a computer yet, have I? Like, at all. All right. I'm trying to think. The only thing that I have to do down there that I could just do right now is that one puzzle. The little, like, puzzle box thing. But, I don't know that I want to do that right now. But I could. I'm just saying, I know that I could. Okay. Getting a little coinage. I can go bust open that box now. What you got for me? Okay. Was kind of hoping for a gem, but we've got the one. All right. Well, and so we head north. Gonna be honest, I fully expected a locked door there. We're gonna get another West Wing hall. I'd love the boudoir, but let's get us some more room opportunities. Give me the breaker box over here. This is a perfect spot for it. Look at that. Okay. So dark room will be good now. On, off. We'll turn this off for now. Well, it's like, no. Because I don't want to mess with it unless I get, well, off is the same as having a sort of, no. Okay. On is the best choice because I could find a key card, and that is a way of opening them that doesn't require the security room. So technically, that's I think a potentially better outcome because I can always come back to the utility box. But now the dark room will not be goofy. Okay, we got the aquarium. Am I cool with it? Do I want to waste the gem? Let's do it. It might have a gem inside. These rooms are great. Yeah. Coin. The aquarium is like so good. It's always got some items over here of some sort. Okay, keeping it going. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. Let's try key 8. Does not fit. What stage am I at? Okay, one more up, I think, and we'll try it again if we can. All right. If we get the opportunity. Okay, don't have enough gems for the veranda, sadly. Spare bedroom. Because I really want to try this room 8 thing if I can. Please be locked. Special key. Key 8. Please work. Yo! Your boy called it. Look at that. Your boy called... Oh! Oh, it's a real room. I mean, because I know, room 8. Like... Whoa! Oh, y'all! Oh, man! We got some stuff. Okay, so we have some little spots where I think we're going to need to put these figurines based on their sins. That's my guess. Wow. Sorry, I'm just working on getting some good thumbnail fodder, because holy crap. Wow. Oh, I called it. I'm so happy that I got that key and I was like, here is what this probably means. And it worked. I've played enough of this game now to get it. Okay, let's try and figure out what their sins are. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Oh boy, okay. Okay. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. Okay, so they're going to be in one of these three. The swan is. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. So either in mundanity or in hubris. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write these things down for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna put. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to draw a little kind of grid for myself. How many are there on each wall? Okay, so then we got like wrath, gluttony, sloth. Is it one more or two more? Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8. So mundanity is a sin? I'm gonna guess that's why it's room 8, but that's interesting because it's always the 7 deadly sins. Okay, so then, the dog can only be in one of these ones. So I'm gonna say in A, we're gonna just like D, E, F, G, H. So the dog is in either A or H. The swan is in A, B, C. Okay. Is a number within the room we are in. So you could be 8. The penguin could be 8, right? Unless there's a number on one of these guys' things. And then it would be that number, I would think. If we spend a minute or 10, it's not going to be 10, lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. Okay, so I'm thinking the bear is sloth. So we're just going to look at sloth. That's going to be number 6, so that is F. So the bear, we're going to say F. Because I think it's just describing sloth, right? You're just chilling, lounging. Oh, hold on, my mouse. Okay. Oh, do I? Okay. Yeah. But that's, I can still just leave them there. Place that figure. Okay. So then I share a trend. Excuse me. I share a trend with my neighbor's bin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. So 2 of the same letters next to one another. Well, they all... Well, okay. Hubris and envy actually do not share any letters. Envy and lust do not actually share any letters. Lust and wrath share a T, but how many does it share? With my neighbor's bin, a letter and its twin appear on each bin. So 2 of the same letters? TH, TH, a letter and its twin. Unless it just means 1 on each, because then it could be wrath, gluttony, sloth. So then I think it's going to be between wrath and gluttony, because sloth we're saying is full. We're going to go with that for now, so we're going to say the rabbit is either on D or E. We're going to go with that for right now. Okay. So, what do you got for me? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. The tail of the skin is my guess right here. Near the bend in the tail of the skin. Oh, the tail of the skin. Hubris. Boom. We're going to go with that for right now. Okay. What do you say? Let me click on you. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. So you're next to gluttony or mundanity, right? I'm thinking it's next to mundanity, but we don't know it for sure. Can I put it back on here? No. Okay, it just puts it back there. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. Mundanity, gluttony, envy. Let me click on you. Is a number within the room we're in. So you again, to first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. Okay, and what were you again? To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Okay, so well, we know it's not gluttony, right? Because that's taken up. Oh, no, it could be gluttony. It could be. Or it could be mundanity. So we're going to put you in mundanity for right now. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. So, if you're taking... Oh! Well then. Actually, give me you. Because we know the dog must be in that one because hubris is in that one. So, we're going to assume you go here. And then we're going to take the dog. And you are going to go here. Okay, so then I think the rabbit would then go in D, right? Because it was either going to be in D and E, and now E is taken up. So we're going to try this one. E. Okay, so then, what do we have left? We have 3 of them left. What do I know about them? Well, I think the swan is in A, B, or C, right? And then we've got avarice. Do I know any of them? No, none of these other ones do I have in fun. Some of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. The sum of my sin, the sum of the letters matches the sin. So I think it's lust, because lust is 4 and 4. I think that's what that means. I think that's what that means. Because as it is penned. The sum as it is penned. Which then means the swan is in the middle over here in envy. And that would put you into... Oh no, because yours has an N, right? I'll put you in here for now, but it can't be. So then... Yours was what? To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Not you, your neighbor. I'm so silly. You go here. You go here. Huh? Huh? Anything? No? Shoot. Okay. Well, I made an assumption about you early on. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I am often in. I mean, that's sloth. That's what sloth means. We know that you're right. Is near the bend in the tail of the skin, right? So, like, here's the skin on the floor, here's the tail. It clearly is pointed near this one. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark on my list the A no longer exists. The F no longer exists. We've got these ones for certain. I think these two have to be right because yours, unless there's another one. So wrath could be 5. So that would work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Avarice would also work for the penguin. So we're gonna grab the penguin. We're gonna just pick them up real quick. What do you say? I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. So you could be lust and the penguin could be wrath. Like both of these, I think, could go in either spot there. Darn. I was hoping on that one. Okay. Avarice. Do you share something with mundanity? So maybe this way. Because I also think this is possible. Oh, no. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, avarice. Yeah. Or the what do you call them? The penguin could fit there as well, I think. But gluttony, I think, also fits for this one. No? Okay. Okay. The swan has to be in either of these. Okay, let's see. Which ones can the penguin be in then? So, let's see, A and F are done. So the swan's not in A. The penguin can be in, if my hypothesis is correct, can be in C, W-R-A-T-H. So it can be in D. We got sloth is 5, gluttony is 8, avarice is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Avarice. So, unless... No. Okay, so we're going to say G. C, D, and G. And then the elephant... This is a fun room. Also a pain. Dog, swan, bear, rabbit, penguin, elephant. So the dog we're saying is in H, right? Because he has to be on the end, right? Let me double check that. In between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin, down on the end. So yeah, it's gotta be. Monkey has to be hubris. Dog's gotta be mundanity. So then, all right, the elephant can be in... where are you at? Elefante. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. So, the elephant could be in... So, we're saying mundanity is certainly a possibility there, right? That is thin to fit it in. Otherwise, it's gluttony, right? So, you're going to be in either D, E... No, not E. So D, F, which you can't be, right? Because we know sloth is taken up. Or G. Okay. Then we've got... What else do we have? Who's left? Dog, swan, bear, rabbit, penguin, elephant. We have the monkey, but we know where he's at for sure. We believe. So we're going to say A on that one. So bear F. So then there becomes process of elimination stuff going on here, right? So first things first, let me grab the dog. Because it comes down to then if no one else can fit, right? So what do I have left? I have B, C, D, E, and G. Who can fit in each one? Well, the only one that can fit in B is the swan. The only one that seems to be able to fit in the B is swan, from what I have written down. The only one that could be in E is the rabbit, is what it looks like. Which is not what I expected. So let's try doing that. So, if we're gonna say the rabbit is E, then it's not in D, which means either the penguin or the elephant could be D. We have the monkey. Who else is left? The lion. So the lion can only do what? First begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. So the lion can only be in... Oh, he could be in B. The lion could technically be in B. So I can't necessarily say the swan goes there, but I think that the other things are going to make it, like, force me to not be able to do that. But I guess the swan could be in lust. So the lion could be in B, in E, or in... Oh. Or in H. So then I think he has to be in B. Interesting! So you go here. Let's grab the lion. So we're thinking you go here. So if that's the case, then we've used B, we've used C. Then we've just got D and G left, which sadly I think the penguin and the elephant can go in either of those. So let's just do a quick swap-a-rooney on those, and let's see if I got it right. No? Okay, let's try it the other way. I also need to double check that I actually do have them all in the places that I said. I'm hoping I got this right. Oh boy. Come on. Ugh. Really? Okay. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, wait. No, because the lion has to be next to something that is... has an N, right? My neighbor, right? No, in a bin with an N within its sin. But... Hold on. Oh, why did my brain just did a thing? It was like, wait a minute, it has to be this thing. No, maybe. Maybe you do go here. So lust and wrath. Well then, okay. The swan has to be in lust then. If it's not in envy, it's got to be, or not in hubris, it's got to be in lust. So the rabbits was a letter and its twin appear on each bin. Yeah, I mean, T and T and T, right? Feels like that has to be it. It could be avarice. What is yours? To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in, right? So I think you have to be there. Because it'd be mundanity. You could be in sloth, right? But we know that's not the case. So you could also be in wrath. And then avarice could be the penguin, right? Which is kind of what I've been bouncing around on. So then... a letter and its twin appear in each bin. So you could be in avarice, right? There's an A in there. So then penguin, can you be in... You can't be in gluttony. You can? Yo! Very cool. All right, let me read what the penguin does again because I want to see what I was wrong about. Oh! It's just the number of the room. It is just 8. It's like the 8 letters. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Figured it out. Figured out the old room 8. The puzzle of pain. The ruminate. Nailed it. Okay, cool. And figured out what room 8 is. Oh, stoked. Stoked. There we go. All right, now we're hoping for security room at some point. But gosh, am I stoked about that. That was so cool. All right, well, we're doing pool hall. It's kind of my only shot. I do have the funeral parlor, right? Yeah. So when we go on our way back, we'll go get some gems. Now, where are my other... So yeah, when we head to the dark room. When I head back to the dark room, that's when we will grab gems. All right, let's do some math. 1. Okay, so then we got 1 squared is 1. And then plus 3 is 4, squared is 16, minus 14 is 2. Is that what I'm looking at? Okay. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. 6 squared is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. Yeah, right. Then minus 20. So 16 divided by 8 is 2 times 1 is 2. Oh, no, plus 1 is 3. 3. No? Okay, hold on. I did it wrong. 1. And then it was a 2. And then the other one I thought it was going to be was 2. I'm just going to really quickly check. Okay, no. So let me see what I did wrong. So it's 1 and 2. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So I'm at 36. All right. Layer 2 is minus 20. So we're at 16. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Right? Am I not at 16 when I subtract 20 from 6 squared? It's not like 2 squared plus 3 squared kind of thing, is it? That would be ridiculous. Because it's like you do the whole... Yeah, no. That's ridiculous. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. We got to be good from there. Squared. Oh, hold on. Squared this after the fact. So 6 or 4? Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 4. No? All right, hold on. Oh, wait, it'd be 9 maybe? 1, 2... No, gosh darn it. Sorry. 9? Okay. Got it. Brain. Okay, so we've got 1 squared is just 1 times 1 plus 1 is going to be 2 times 5 is 10. Darn it. I'm confused. Oh, there was probably another square. 1, 2, 9. I got to square at this point, right? Well, hold on. Pink is multiply, right? So we start with the number 1. And when you square 1, you get 1. When you multiply 1 by 1, you get 1. Then we're going to add 1, which is 2. We're going to square that, which is 4. We're going to multiply that by 5, and we're at 20. There we go. There we go. Order of operations. Flippin' PEMDAS. Okay. Nothing over here. Let us continue forward. Thank you. Like, one of y'all explained it in the exact language that I needed. Like, and I appreciate the hell out of you for it. Okay. Looks like we're nooking it. Let's get some bacon and eggs. Let's get a little bit of a key. And that would get us in there if we can get that open. But not a big deal if we don't. God, I love that I solved this room. It's so cool. In the future, I guess I don't really need to ever come in here again, probably. And then I'm going to find out like, oh no, Price, actually, if you click on the different sins in alphabetical order, then blah, blah, blah. Let's do it. Okay. A, and then E, and then what's next? Is it G, right? G, and then we go H, and then L, right? And then we go, wait, did I hear something? M, right? Sloth, and Wrath. Did I hear something when I started clicking around here? I thought I did. Probably my cat. Okay, let's go into the aquarium. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop, boop. Okay, don't really love the idea of going into the gymnasium. Oh, wait, no, I turned it off. We turned that sucker off, so we're good. Forgot. In my head, I thought it was the weight room. Oh, and then we got you. Okay, got to figure out how to deal with that. I haven't got a computer. This is wild. Okay, we'll head towards the dark room, and we will, through the funeral parlor, we will grab some gems. And I had determined that they are probably in the blue box, right? Boop. Because you two can tell the truth, and then that means you're lying. So they're not in the white box, which means then they can't be in that box because you're the only liar, which means they have to be in this box by process of elimination. Please don't steal my moves. Cool. Right, aquariums count. Awesome. Okay, out from the dark room. Let's hope these aren't all keycard doors. Cool. What you got for me? Ooh, the lever! Okay, if I can connect to the antechamber here, then I'll be able to get in because we have the green room. Nice. All right. Anything else in here? I feel like this room often has good stuff. Do you have a thing here, right? I have the shovel, right? Sometimes there's a little treasure in this room. At least I've had the opportunity multiple times. Okay. Let us continue forwards. Lockpick kit? No? All right. We got plenty of keys. Okay, cool. Security. Cool. I can still make it up into the antechamber if I loop around. But... okay, so it was like something to the effect of like delete it. And it has like you clicking up here or something. Okay, so then let me pull up my notes. And I'm actually going to take this opportunity. I'll pull up my notes and I'm going to go run to the restroom real quick. So I'll be right back. Okay, so looking at the image and looking at this, I think it's very clear that yes, this image is of these monitors. And so what it is, it's a drawing of these. On the side over here down it says delete it with an exclamation point. And it's this room. It's the archive. So I'm very curious about that. It was in the down by the reservoir. And so I'm wondering if it's less of a I'm supposed to do something with it, and it's more like, oh, there's something in the archive that they wanted to delete. Which, not a shocking revelation to me. I'm going to click around on it a little bit, but it seems to me like, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, too bad. Okay. Well, I can use this in order to set the things to unlock, and then I can go and turn the power off. Keycard system settings, set level, high, confirm, offline mode, unlocked, confirm. Okay, and then let's do some other things. Let's view the inventory. 8 coins, a trunk, and a magnifying glass. Wow, I missed some stuff. Okay. What did I miss? Well, we'll keep our eyes out as we're going around. Okay, let's log into the network. Let's set up an experiment, and then I'll check these emails. Apparently, I haven't been checking the emails. I thought I had checked the emails before. I thought I assumed that they were all the same across each of the computers, but maybe they're different. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I read them a long time ago. Let's do some remote terminal access. Let's view the active terminals. Laboratory. Let's do it. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Enter. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Add 3 aquariums. Gain HP. Okay. We could do spread dirt. For each bedroom you draft after your second. Well, if I draft another bedroom, it'll do it. Like that's how this works. Any more bedrooms that I draft will now give me that. So I'm cool with that. Okay, back into the network. Let's just see if there's anything in there that could be helpful. Email. I think we looked at these. Per our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tapes, logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind this. Okay. Maybe it is. Sorry for the lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. This was not something I'd considered, but it does seem like a reasonable suggestion. I will discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he's expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience. Yeah. So we know about the levers. I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability having an antechamber lever in the weight room. As years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in this room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. Found this room mostly relegated to guest use. Okay. Yeah. We know all that. Let's see. Of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for a new project he's working on in the clock tower. Okay. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continuously insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave it up to you. Okay. Well, maybe these are different. Yeah, email security. Okay. So then I'll need to check those in each of them. That one did not give me any information that I can think of being valuable there. Yeah. Okay. Well then, staff services. Special orders. Place a special order. Let's starting with the shovel. I think the shovel is an incredible item to start with. Like, it's just one of the most useful items in the game, I think. Okay. So then we are in a room with a knight. I need to remember to be taking account of this stuff. So we are in the... Oh, we already have the observatory, don't we? Okay. But we are in 7C regardless. I need a rook. I need a queen. I need a king. And I need a bishop. No, we got the bishop. We got the chapel. So the chapel... I think I have written down in here, don't I? Yes, I do. So our chapel is in position 1B. Okay, so now I need a rook, a queen, and a king. The study has one of those. And the rook, the vault has one, and the clock tower has one, as far as what I know so far. Okay. Oh, I need to go to the... Where is the utility closet? Okay, it's over there by the west wing. Hall. It's a bit of a little run for me, but I should do it now because I'm likely to run into more rooms. Okay. I'm gonna be causing myself a little bit of grief, I think, running back and forth like this when it comes to moves, but we'll get an opportunity to get some more moves, I'm sure. Just need to, like, pick up the dining room or something to that effect, you know? Okay, you. Keycard system off. And there we have it. Magical. Okay, so then, now that I'm over here, all these rooms are open. The one above the gymnasium I could do, which could take me into the security room. Oh, those are the same door. Those are the same door. That's right. So let's just go ahead and do it, I guess. Hey, the study. I could do the boudoir and then I would get my little dirt scatter, but I think the study... I could try and sit in here and figure some stuff out. I think I need to read a book. And I think that'll help me. 'Cause like... Yeah, 8D, that's nothing. D8? It's nothing. But you have got the queen. I'm calling that the queen. I don't know, but we're calling that the queen. So this is the study. You've got the queen. It's black, though that doesn't matter. And you are in position 7B. Okay. We need a king. We need a rook. I don't know what room has a king in it. I'm guessing the master bedroom. Okay. So then. It's going to be a date. Or like it could be the form of a date. Are there any small gates here that you can think of? Glove, groan, gown, snack. 44 letters in the message, but 44 can't be the number because it has to be able to be a date. So 44 letters in the message. Well, I mean, we know that is that. Like, my thing is, we know that this message is if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. We know that. So we know that in this room, if we count small gates, allegedly, maybe like doors to the, like, you know, like a door is kind of like a small gate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, I know that's a silly thing, but yeah. Small gates, like little doors. I'm looking around, like, I don't know if small gates applies to every one of these puzzles. I just am using the whole message. So small gates. A gate is like the walking thing that we knew about. There's the actual straight up gate. Like normally if it's something valuable, like important, you would be able to like click on it, right? Like to be able to look at it, because this is hard to see otherwise, you know? But I mean, there's something to be said about there being blueprints unrolled, but then again, it is the study. Let's see. So a little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. Need them produced in sets of 2, pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Need them produced in sets of 2. Okay. Sets of 2, right? We're going to do 0218. Just, it's an idea. God, wouldn't that have been incredible? I'll sit on this for a little bit, but part of me, like I said, I think I need, what do you call it? I think I need a book to help direct me on this one. Paintings don't matter. I have to remind myself that. The paintings don't matter. The clock down there, like, I don't know if that matters. There's all these empty, like, picture frames, which is weird, in my opinion. Like, that's something unique. But how are those small gates? I don't know. 8D, 8 dates. Right? I just realized, like, on 8D, so 8 dates. 05, 08, we could try that. Or 0805. Just it's the lines that it's on, you know? No, okay. Oh no, it would be 4, because it's D. 04, 08. No. 08, 04. Darn, that would have been great, wouldn't it? Yeah, A, B, C, D. So it's 5 in that way, it's 4 in that way. Like, because it does feel like this is something, right? But, you know, D8, date, right? But I don't know how that would apply. Unless there's a calendar somewhere. Because this does kind of look like a calendar. That would make it the 4th. Gosh. But I do like that. D8, date. Or, yeah. Or 8 dates, 8D. I just can't tell if that's like the clue. Small gates. You know? It's tricky. Total number of squares on here is 64. So that would mean there's 32 white and 32 black. Nothing there. You can't have a 32nd day of a month. You can't have a 32nd month. So similar, you can't have 80, which is like the 8D that I was thinking. D8, date. Gosh. Because it makes me think that the message is here, but there's nothing I can like pick up and analyze. So it's like, it's got to be like present, but it can't be 44, right? We got all these squares, but 44 is too big of a number. So it could be like maybe 0404, but I think I've tried that before. Glove, love, sting, sing, crowd, crow, crow, groan, gown. Oh, there's 5 and 4 on each of these sides. So maybe 0504. No? 0405? No? Because that is something. It's capital letters in the message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or in the message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it could be, we could do 10, 8, or 8, 10. We could try that. Or 0, 8, 1, 0? No. Okay. Well, I've tried some new things. I mean, because like, so then there's in the message, so 12, maybe. I'm pulling the 8. Yo! Your boy! Look at that! Yo! Did I do it right? Sometimes you just stumble into the answers. Yo! Red letter number 6, y'all. Holy crap! Okay. December 8th. Okay, let me take pictures. It says M, right? Is that what it says? M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or 2. It's all lining up and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I've just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 or more to be opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay. Once you arrive, if you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant staff. Until we meet on the shore of White Sands. Interesting. If you can, within the next 2 months. So between December and February, something was made up to get the people to leave. The like, servants. So... Interesting. Oh, y'all. Oh, man. I am so... The last couple of episodes, I'm solving these puzzles. My brain is brain blasting. I'm just loving it. Okay. So now we've been around here pretty much as we can. I could go all the way down to the greenhouse and I could use the... what you call it? I could use the... lever to open the antechamber if I wanted to. But I haven't opened room 46, so it's kind of like, eh. Okay, so we're going through the aquarium, into the west wing, into the second west wing, across the den, through the funeral parlor, and all the way up. Okay. Boop. So, I could use getting some moves, basically. Getting a boudoir would be a nice one to pull at the dark room up there. Give me a bunch of moves with the apples and stuff. Get me more stuff from the... I need to look around for those chests and things. Get me the apples. Get me the bonus from the sleep mask. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, my brain sometimes, y'all. Okay. Is there something in here? It's like I may have fully missed stuff in here by being so focused on... this thing. I'm very curious about it. So, like, I'll just have to pay attention in the archives the next time I get it to, like, I don't know. Think about it. I should look around for security cameras from time to, like, how are you viewing me? Where are you viewing me from? Because you're right here. Okay? And so if we were to figure this out, you'd be right up there, you know? Let's get a quick look around. Huh. Darn. I was hoping I could. Huh. No. Trying to catch myself looking at myself. Okay. Let's do a thing. Laboratory goes in the wrong direction. Weight room's gonna goof me. Oh, or the archives. I was just talking about the archives. Yeah, let's do the thing. Let's look around in here. So my assumption is that it's talking about these, you know, because there's information in these. Come on. Open back up. Right, because there's this stuff, which is all very much about the war stuff. Oh! Oh! I'm glad I looked at this again. I'm going to take a picture of it, but that is some very useful information on that sanctum in particular when we get to it. Very cool. Glad I reminded myself of that. And then we got the birth certificate. This is Mary's actual name. We have this symbol, which we definitely already used. Okay. So, like, I'm assuming that it's like, oh, delete some information from here. You know, delete the tapes or, you know, something. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I have no frame of reference for what I'm going to try to be looking for. And it's not like I can climb the ladder or anything. So, like, my main thing is I want to wait for a little bit. There's part of me that thinks I'm gonna get another key or two. Like, since both of these opened up, part of me thinks we've got 2 more potential keys to get some more information from there. Is my guess. Laboratory. Or we could do a redraw. But let's do the lab. I can read the emails. Boop, boop, boop. Can't get up into the bottom of the antechamber, so good thing I didn't really worry too much. What did I... Oh, it's a blessing of the Tinkerer. Right. So we're spawning some dirt on the driveway. Yeah, maybe I'll find some turnips if we get back there. Okay, you. We've already got our experiment going, so let's log to the network. Let's see what y'all's emails look like. Okay, so new stuff. Lock it down, lock it all down. Wow. As we discussed in our meeting earlier this week, we will be sealing off the entrance to the Blackbridge server this week, as well as archiving all of our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure just how tech-savvy we expect the Red Guard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering given the likelihood of an investigation next month. Ooh. Chef, please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive, and they are already accounting for normal variations due to expected use in staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on temperature. Yeah, we figured that one out. So these are all hints about stuff to do, but maybe there's one that you know, I haven't seen yet, because we still have the office, so there might be some emails there. Conducting temperature-related things to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal work hours, however, Friday. Oh gosh, I'm yawning. Whew. Okay, hope I didn't mess anything up. All right. So then, yeah, that's that. Let's log out. Okay. Well, been checking the emails. I've been checking the emails. So far, it's been data, like information that we figured out, but I can see how it could be stuff if you hadn't figured it out. It could be very useful. We got that, or we could do a rando. I'm not worried about getting into the antechamber. Ooh, although I really do want to try and get the music room. I've got a little bit of the way and some redraws, so let's do 1 or 2. Let's do the dining room. Give me that food. Give me them moves. Show me your moves, because you're going to give me moves just because out of participation moves. And then you... What does the pizza want? Furnace. No, we do not have the furnace. But let's go ahead and have it, because I don't plan on grabbing the furnace if I don't have to. Okay. Very nice. So we've got extra gems coming next. No, I didn't take that one. That's right. I didn't take that one. Lockpick kit? No? Use? Hey, the boudoir. Cool. I asked for it. There was one there that cost 3 gems, so, you know. Oh, have I checked the dining room? Yeah, the dining room is a pawn. Laboratory, I don't think has one. Let's grab our thingy. Look at that. Our moves just jumped through the roof. Love it. So really open for the music room coming up here. I'm going to say I'll do 2 rerolls. I'm willing to do 2 rerolls. It's not a lot, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay, there's the office, so I could read those emails. What's the likelihood of me pulling the music room? Not very high. But the office can get me money and emails that I can read any other time. We're going to do, like I said, 2 redraws. I will do 2. Ballroom, pool. Not what I'm looking for. All right. We'll take the random room. I don't know if it's a 2-gem room, but it might be. Darn. Well, I could make some monies if we feel like it, or just take what we got here. I do believe there are some gems in the commissary, so I may want to try and grab those. How many moves will it take me to get all the way back there? A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's not that bad, actually. That's not that bad. So I already walked out of there. I am not going to worry about doing that yet. Oh, hold on. But chess piece. Oh man, it would so make sense for you to have a chess piece in here though. You know? Like straight up, having a king or a queen would make sense here. Or a rook, you know? Alright, too bad. But I'm not feeling the need to do any gambling at the moment. Okay, so then you don't have one either, I believe. So maybe only blue rooms, or not, it's not only blue rooms that have them, that's right. But, I don't know if I've seen one in a shop yet. Oh, hey, money. Okay. Well, let's just continue. No. We've got the moves. Go back. Buy a ton of gems. Because it's also sale day, right? I want to buy a ton of gems. I keep going the wrong way. Because we, I don't know what rooms I'm gonna, like, get the opportunity to grab over here. So I do want a lot of gems. Like, for example, trophy room. If the trophy room pops up and I've got enough gems, you grab it. Why? Because it gives you extra. It's just, if you have the gems to get the trophy room, you should get the trophy room. That's the rule of the trophy room. Okay, commissary, over here. Like, yeah, let's buy a set of gems. Let's buy those gems, and we'll buy the running shoes. And look at that. Got everything. Cool. So now, gems, we got 10. I can get whatever rooms I want. We're going to head up, and we'll do from the dark room? Yeah, we'll go from the dark room. And maybe we'll get lucky and have one that'll get us into the archives as well, just so it's like, you know, helpful that way. Okay, to the right into the funeral parlor. These mazes that we end up making, my goodness. And also these hour-and-a-half long episodes I'm putting out every day. I want to put out more other content for y'all, but I don't want to stop putting this out every day because I'm enjoying playing it and getting through it. All right, Cloister's not a bad guy. So, you know, ooh, the gem flowers can grow here? Hell yeah. Yeah, anyway, I forget what I was saying, but yeah, I'm sure it made sense. Oh, man. All right, goodness, my phone is vibrating like crazy. Let me check that real quick. Hold on. Okay, nothing to worry about. We'll head back this way a little bit. I could do the aquarium, I guess. Bedroom. Oh, bedroom goes in the right direction. So we'll do that. Another chunk of moves. You just have a pawn, I believe. Yep. See, I'm learning. I'm learning some of these. Man, we're getting... Lockpick Kid ain't giving us much today. All right, morning room. I just noticed that we have, like, the greenhouse stuff here when we draw over on this side. Oh, let's grab the morning room. Why not? Now we'll get the extra gems. I still have the other doors that I can use to get more room, so it's not a huge deal. Salt shaker. Okay. There are worse items to get. Okay. Gems, gems. Okay. Let us continue. Use. Well, there's the furnace, but I don't think we want to do that. So let's do the secret passage. Now, what kind of a room would I like to get from here? I don't have enough money. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, I could get a market room. It could be a fun one, I'm sure. But I would have to go all the way back up and make a ton of money at the casino. Let's do it. Why not? Let's just see what we get. Kitchen, gift shop, or this one costs 2 gems, so it's probably the showroom or something, right? I knew it. Okay, so now I may want to end up getting a ton of money. We'll see. What do you have for sale today? Moon pendant, master key, chronograph, compass. So you know what? We will get the moon pendant. I will at least get enough to get the moon pendant, because then we could start with one of these, or 2 of these tomorrow, which I think is absolutely worth it. And that way I don't have to, like, really force myself to try and get a ton of money. We got the patio works, the wine cellar works. You know what? Let's do the patio, because looking at the number of rooms that I can even get left, there's 2 of them. They're not going to cost more than 8 gems to get them all. Or to get them both, rather. So let's grab the patio. It can have stuff to dig. I don't know that we're going to get lucky enough to get the chess pieces that I need. I actually don't think we have enough potential space for it now that I think about it. Okay. And I gotta remember, there's a ton of dig spots out on the entrance as well. Okay. So, and there's also a chest somewhere. There's a magnifying glass somewhere. I don't know where I missed all that stuff, but it must be like in the conservatory or something, you know, like in some place that I only went to once and it was early on. Okay, so we're going back up through the morning room, bedroom, cloister. Oh, hello. Always missing stuff. There's just too many items. Not complaining. Okay, what you got for me? Kitchen, terrace, something special. What am I really wanting right now? I would take a freezer, obviously. From the archives, I'll try and get a music room if I can. Ooh, let's get the library. Is there a book here that I have ordered? No, I can do an order though. So we've done Realm and Rune. We've done a new clue, though maybe we want to get it again. I don't know. Have we done the fixed stars? I know that... I'm not sure, is the fixed stars the same as the book that's in the observatory? That's my thing. Because part of me thinks it is. But let me pull up my list of stuff. Look at the picture. So, we've got Draft the Sixes, which is the fixed stars. Got Lunar Renamed, which is Realm and Rune. Tender Cipher, we're looking for. Tender Cipher. Do any of these even have a P in them? No. I do think there's a book that we still have left to buy. Just double checking. So we will order the fixed stars. I still haven't read either of these, but we're on this new clue bend right now. So we're gonna order the fixed stars. Mess around with that one, and I just need to try and get the bookshop at some point if I can. Maybe I'll get it here, because I think you get it from the library generally. Oh, I just said I would get it. Like, I want to do some re-rolls and redraws and do some tries, but I mean, I just said I'd get this. Now, ooh, that said, I won't be able to then get the moon pendant, which kind of sucks. But starting with 10 gems, I think is actually better. Yeah, starting with 10 gems versus starting with a random one of these items. Because unless it's the shovel and the sledgehammer, I mean, half of these items would be awesome to start with. The other half, well, it's all right to start with. Freezer, we're gonna do it. We're gonna hold on to our gems. Okay. So then, chess piece, you're a pawn in here. Okay. And you... So I would need to furnace them again or have the laser beam thing. I don't have the power hammer, right? So I can't smash through this. Yeah. Okay. So, is there a chess piece in the library? Because there could be one up here and I just never look, you know? Look up top. Looking around. Okay. Looking good. Well then. Then that puts us in the position of, was there anything else that we could do? How long is this episode already? We're already at an hour and a half, so part of me is kind of like, you know, we're in a good spot. We could stop. I've gotten some stuff done today. Just trying to think if there's anything else really worth trying to do. I froze my money, so nothing there. Let's go. I don't know if there's any point in doing so, but let's head back to the entrance, and I'll dig up the spots that have popped up on the entrance, and then from there we'll call that good. Just because, you know, it's something to do. But I've got my Blessing of the Tinkerer again, so I need to remember that when it comes to, like, if we get the allowance option, like, go for it, no matter what. Even if there's some other experiment where it's like, maybe that'd be good. No, allowance. And get every mechanical room as you can. We're going to get the biggest allowance you could possibly get. Any of those items in here? I kind of blasted through this room. So I could easily see the magnifying glass just be sitting here somewhere. Chest on the ground? No. Okay. Okay. So then, wow, look at all that dirt. Wow. My goodness. That's a lot of dirt. Just gonna dig it all up just because I don't think there's anything like fancy you can dig up, right? It's like gems, keys, turnips. Like, I wanted to do this essentially like, is there a small chance you can get something really good? I don't remember. I don't know. Lots of trash. Could you imagine if you got the one where it's like, if you dig up trash, then spawn dirt on the lawn? It would just mean every single dig spot will eventually yield you something, because otherwise it's just going to keep on spawning dirt piles. That'd be pretty neat. That'd be a cool combo. I wonder if they have limits on the combinations of those things that can pop up. Okay. Not like most of that didn't matter. I guess I could have come out here and gotten the money to get the moon pendant. Yeah. Yeah, might have been able to, but forgot. Okay. Well then, I do think that's where I'm going to call it on this episode. There may be more stuff that I could do, but like I said, it's been an hour and a half. I also got other stuff I got to do, and I feel like we accomplished some big stuff. So let's go ahead. We're going to call it a day. Yes, indeed, Rooney. And, yeah, y'all. Solved room 8. That was the big one today. We solved room 8. Oh, and the study. I forgot. We got a red letter as well. Kind of a big deal, maybe, possibly. Who knows? Who knows? But with that, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Be sure to do all the things that help me with the algorithm, because it's nice. It helps. It's nice. Gets more people watching Blueprints, which means that Blue Price can continue to make videos on BlueTube. And most importantly, though, y'all, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Bryce, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Or later if you're in the future.